This card trick will fool you and your spectators, so make sure to stay tuned for this card trick. Yo, what's up guys, it's Magic Tricks MT here and welcome back to my channel. So I just want to say huge thank you for 30 subscribers, so if you're not subscribed, make sure to go down and subscribe to my channel and help me reach 50 subscribers. So today I'll be teaching you this impromptu no setup card trick that probably can fool you and your spectators. So I'll first show you the performance of the trick and then I'll teach you how to do it in the tutorial. So without further ado, let's jump right into the performance. As I said in the beginning of the video, this is an impromptu no setup card trick, so I can start by having the spectator give the deck a little mix. Right, so after that's done, I'm going to have the spectator select a card, right? So this is a random pick. Let's say they choose this card over here. So I do not need to look at the card, so what I have you to do is just memorize the card. Right, so after that's done, I'm going to place the card into the middle of the deck and give the deck a few cards, just like this. Now to lose your card into the middle, I'm going to give the deck a little shuffle. So now that your card is lost in the middle of the deck, I'm going to have the spectator cut the deck into half, right? So from here, I'm going to have the spectator randomly pick any pile from these two piles, right? So let's say the spectator chooses this pile over here. So I'm going to ask them if they are sure that they want this pile, right? So they say they are sure. So right, we're going to use this pile and then we'll place this pile over here just for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this pile also a little shuffle, right? To really mix up the cards. So now I'm going to randomly take out 5 cards from this pack of cards and then hopefully one of them is your card, right? So let's say this card over here, this card, right? This card, and probably this card over here and this card, right? So we have 5 random cards over here. So what I'm going to have you to do is I'm going to have you look up for your cards, but you do not need to tell me if you see your card, right? So the first card we have the 4 of spades, the 10 of clubs, the queen of hearts, and the jack of spades, and the 10 of spades, right? So now, just to confirm, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards over here. So if you are here, I would have you hand out your hand and then I'm going to place the cards on top and then have you close it up, okay? So I'm going to ask you if you see your card and I'm going to assume you say yes, right? So look, I'm just going to give this few cards a little snap. Look, what happens to these 5 cards? Look, we only left with 4 cards, right? But do you see a card? I don't think so. But where did your card went? Look, the whole deck is face down except for 1 card. Look, the queen of hearts. So this is the trick. If I fooled you, make sure to go down and like this video and comment down below if you got fooled by this card trick. So if you want to learn how to do this, make sure to stay tuned for the tutorial. So let me teach you how to do this trick. You can start by having your spectator give the deck a little mix. Okay, this is a no setup card trick. So after they are satisfied with shuffling the cards, you're going to have the spectator select a card, right? So let's say they select this card over here. So it will be better if you just have your spectator memorize the card, okay? But for the tutorial, I'm just going to look at the card. So basically, the spectator chose the king of diamonds, okay? So what you want to do is you want to control the card to the top of the deck. So this is how you do it. So basically, you're going to place the selected card at the bottom part of the deck, just like this. And you're going to push the card downwards and inwards at the same time to create this thumb break. Transfer it to a pinky break just like this. And then you're going to cut the top pile as much as you want until you reach the last pile, which the selection is on top. Just drop it down, right? So now you have controlled your card to the top of the deck. So after that's done, you're going to give the deck a few shuffle, but you want to maintain the selection at the top. So you can ripple shuffle, and then you're just going to leave the king of diamonds at the top. Okay, so you can do this about 2 to 3 times, it depends on you. But after you have done that, you're going to have the spectator cut the deck into half, right? So after they're done, okay, you're going to have the spectator choose one of each pile, right? So you actually want to force the spectator to choose the pile which the selection is on. So you're going to do something called the magician's force, right? So if they choose this pile, you're going to say we're going to eliminate this pile, you're going to use this pile, right? So if they choose this pile, you're going to say we're going to use this pile and then eliminate this pile, right? So it doesn't matter which one they choose. So let's just say they choose this pile. So we're going to say we're going to eliminate this pile, we're going to place it aside, and then we're going to use this pile over here. Okay, so now you're going to give the deck a little shuffle, and you're going to do the same thing, right? You want to maintain the King of Diamonds on the top of the pile, right? So after that's done, you're going to say you're going to be taking out 5 cards from the deck, from the pile, and then you're going to say hopefully we're going to get their card, right? So what you want to do is you want to take 2 cards from the middle first and drop it down. So let's say you pick this card over here, I'm going to pick 2 random cards out first, and then you're going to go to the top card, drop it down, which is their selection, and then you go back into the middle and pick 2 random cards, right? So you want the selection to be in the middle of the 5 cards. So after that, you're going to flip the 5 cards over, square them up, and create a thumb ring just like this. A small one will do, just like this. So you're going to hold the deck like this, you're going to put the thumb behind and then your 2 fingers in front, or you can just place 3 fingers, right? So you're going to tell a spectator that, ask them to look out for their card, but you do not want them to tell you if they see it, okay? So after that, you're going to go in with your hand, with your thumb and your 4 fingers at the bottom, slide each card at once time. So you're going to say we have the 10 of spades, go back in, the King of clubs, and then once you reach the 3rd card, which is the selection, you're going to put a break at the bottom of the card, right? So if they see the break, it doesn't really matter because you're going to do this really fast, okay? King of Diamonds, and then once you reach to your 4th card, basically you're going to transfer the card to the bottom of the pile, just like this. You grab it with your thumb and your middle finger, and then slide the Jack of Diamonds, right? So what you have is you have the King of Diamonds below this pile, and then you're going to continue 3 of Diamonds. You're going to place everything on top of this pile. So basically you already stolen the King of Diamonds out of this 5 cards into the deck, just like so. So from here, you're just going to convince that your spectator you have 5 cards in your hand, so you're going to do the same thing, but you're just going to do this at the 1st card, right? So you're going to take 1, and then you're going to transfer it, 1, and then you're going to slide another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So this is going to take some practice. So in full speed, shoot like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So just give it a little practice, and then you will get it in no time. So after that, you're going to have a spectator hand out their hand. You're going to place their card on into the hand, cover it, right? So you're going to ask the spectator if they see their card, right? So obviously they're going to say yes, and then you can just wave over their hand, give it a snap. You can have the spectator actually look at the cards, and then you're going to tell them that 1 card disappeared from the 5 cards, and their card won't be there. But look, you're just going to spread out the cards, and then their card should be face up. Yeah, over here. So that is the trick. I hope you liked it and you have learned something from the trick. So make sure to go down and like this video and subscribe to my channel. Make sure to follow me on Magic Chicks MT on my Instagram. That's all for me. Peace.